Hello and welcome to the first episode of Mustard Seed Realms podcast. My name is David Liberto, the founder of Mustard Seed Realms, international multimedia entertainment company. The focus of this first episode will be to kind of go over everything, and the focus of the entire podcast is to cover content creation. The content creation can be in various forms of media, but it's specifically focusing on the concept of a story. In founding the company, I am finding that it is important to reach out to experts to learn about the various facets and aspects of telling stories. I wanted to share the journey as Mustard Seed Realms grows, in addition to offering insights from guests and experts to those who are listening, watching, and following the podcast. The format for the podcast will focus on interviews with guests, with an emphasis on authors, but also other specialists in the publishing world, including screenwriters, editors, and artists. As a Mustard Seed Realms is a multimedia corporation, there will also be opportunities to learn from other experts, including coding devs, graphic artists, and video experts. The episodes are planned to be bi-weekly, with a potential third episode thrown in once a month, depending upon how busy things get. The question that I get asked a lot is, what exactly is Mustard Seed Realms? How did you come up with the name? What's going on with it? Mustard Seed Realms is a universe filled with these stories that focus on characters, including heroes, enemies, and your everyday Joe. The mustard seed aspect of the name comes from my Christian background, specifically from Scripture. Mark chapter 17, verse 20. Jesus said to them, "Because of your little faith, amen, I say to you, if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, he will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you." There is another verse which I'd love to talk about at a later date, kind of keep you enticed to continue coming back. For full disclosure, there are definitely Christian themes that not only run throughout the stories, but also the entertainment that is offered. The foundation of the company will be an epic fantasy saga, broken into multiple series and focusing on the various characters. The first novel is already written and will be released in the fourth quarter of this year, specifically in November. The goal then will be to rapid release the remaining novels over the course of the following year. When I say the remaining novels, I'm not going to give a specific number because I don't know how it's all going to work out in regards to how busy I'm going to get, because I have a lot of things planned. While there are many realms and worlds within the universe of Mustard Seed Realms, there is a focal point, a nexus where everything converges, and that would be the city that you see behind me, the city of Marriott. There are portals, and we will be receiving travelers from all across the universe, the multiverse, the metaverse, that enter the city of Marriott and to leave to go on adventures. This particular city has many different elements that are fused together, specifically science fiction and fantasy with futuristic elements, and even a little of cyberpunk thrown in, among many other subgenres that you can find in speculative fiction stories. As mentioned, through various means, including hints and maybe even riddles, many will travel through the portal to Marriott and find it in that epic experience and a community. I've been asked many questions as I have founded this particular project and community. One of them that I get asked very frequently is, why are you building a futuristic city if the foundation of the company is epic fantasy? Specifically epic fantasy novels. The answer to the question is very simple. I'm building an entire brand based on speculative fiction stories. My initial focus and my passion is epic fantasy stories and novels. I'm very passionate about it, and I'm comfortable writing the fantasy stories. The science fiction or science fantasy aspect of Marriott is an important theme because, as I mentioned, all of these stories, all these different realms, all of the different universes that are produced will be interconnected. And that focus, that nexus, is this particular city. I also believe that the brand of Mustard Seed Realms will reach a greater audience than what I can particularly achieve alone. Currently, we have a team Discord where we have 25 individuals on the server from all over the world who have been assisting, encouraging, and developing the brand and the stories. It's very important to inform everyone who is listening that just as a mustard seed is planted in order to grow, this podcast and this company is going to start off small and then grow larger. I want to see how this first video ages, to be honest with you. The podcast is one of the first pieces of content to be produced, but it is not the first. We have a short story that is available through the newsletter, which can be found on the website, the mustardseedrealms.com website. Please go there and subscribe. And when you do that, you will receive the other piece of content that has been produced, a very small short story that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of the background of Myriad and the city behind me. The Mustard Seed Realms website will be linked below. And again, when you go there and sign up for the newsletter, you will receive the option to download the short story, which is free. And I hope that you will and enjoy it. You can also find myself and Mustard Seed Realms on most, if not all, social media platforms, and we are expanding. For the podcast, I've already completed at least 3 interviews by the time that this airs, and we'll continue to work on stockpiling interviews ahead of time to ensure that I fulfill my commitment to a bi-weekly schedule. I have intentions to move to a weekly schedule, but I'm really trying to under-promise and over-deliver. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch and listen and follow. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button and help nourish this little garden seed that we are planting with Mustard Seed Realms. And again, please check out the website and sign up for the newsletter, get your free short story, but also the latest information as we move towards launch. Again, there's just so much that I would love to share with you right now, but this is supposed to be just an introduction. Having said that, I will be peppering hints and little details that you will find useful if you do come back and watch this. So for those who have come back to watch this because you are involved in the fun games that are being planned in the future, it's going to be okay. We're trying not to make that too hard for you. Take care. Bye.